Hi, welcome to the Artistic Mystic Muse channel. I'm Nancy, your mystical muse. Great to see all of you. Glad you're here. Please hit like, share, subscribe. When you subscribe, you get to get notifications when I post new material. If you leave your email address, I don't give it out, but I do try to draw one person from my website subscriptions, artisticmysticmuse.space, and on YouTube for a free 1 hour reading each month. But if I don't have your email on YouTube, it doesn't work. So if you don't feel comfortable on YouTube, go over to my site, subscribe there. So mid-October 2021. So it's going to get a little bumpy. The veil's getting thin towards the end of October, where our connection to the ethereal realms, the underworld, is thinner. It's closer together, you might say. So the first thing we have is strength. You are to find your inner strength. And it's kind of the overall reading feels like it's a little bit of finding your strength to start putting more of your roots down, to feel more centered, more anchored. Finding the compassion you have for yourself, first and foremost, and for the rest of family members, your community, humanity, is really important. And we have worlds within worlds. So this talks again about connecting, or us being maybe able to be more close to or connect with the spiritual realm. And some of us are walking into worlds. I mean, you have like your day job, and then you have maybe what we call the 5D, where you're in a place of ascension, of higher vibration, uh, creating the world that you want to see, not what's necessarily in the 3D. So, and it may be hard to balance what your 3D day job is with what other things you want to pursue and go after. So, we also have, it says, Feast of Plenty, Choices and Their Consequences. So as you're getting ready to make choices, be very conscious first of your thoughts, but the choices you're making. Is it not only good for you, but can it benefit humanity? And if it benefits you and makes you a better person, more in alignment, that energy, that universal law, it goes out and it sends that frequency out to the rest of the world. So choices, make sure you're feeling and thinking through your choices, right? The choices you make every day. When you get out of bed, like, what kind of day are you going to have? What kind of frame of mind are you going to be in? That it's even things like that. Lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. Your ancestors, spirit may be trying to contact you here towards the end of the month, when the veil, from what I read, somewhere around the mid-October till the little bit into the beginning of November, that's when the veil is the thinnest. So you may be seeing things like, you might see numerology, unusual numbers, totem animals, synchronicities, weird things, like maybe a weird song comes on the radio you haven't heard in eons, but yet the lyrics mean something. Your ancestors are trying to connect with you and impart their wisdom or help you through this transition. So pay attention. Caterpillar is talks about opportunity, the opportunity for you to um, express those things, like, and connect to, spirit. There's I That's more of what I'm getting, and trying to heal not only your own trauma, disappointments, whatever that is, but also that of your ancestral lineage. Bottom of the deck, make sure I've got the right deck here. We have hollow bone, and it's teachability, being open enough and not put your own spin on it, to learning new things, being aware of new things, being open to new things. All right. Your authentic vibration. That is kind of a theme as we go through October and then somewhat into November, is what is your authentic vibration? What is your authentic self? What does that look like? And it's how you're going to find fulfillment as a human being in your experiences here on the planet. So that's why it's important to be aware. It's important to heal. It's important to learn to come from a place of stability, of balance. Release anything that does not serve you. People, situations, past traumas, hurts. They were lessons. Take the lesson, learn from it, but let it go, because you are meant to be in the now. And so you're open and able to receive what is being given to you now and what you're able to experience in the now. Releasing those dark fears, bottom of the deck, those worries, those, the thoughts of the past, the actions, the lessons. Release it and go from a shift from helpless and hopeless. Go from that into, that's all about releasing all of this, the sense of lack, of hopelessness, of helplessness. You have a choice. Come from a heart-centered place. Come from a heart-centered place, because when you give, you do receive. Now, that doesn't mean you just give to give, but when you release these things, it opens you up, and like I said, your awareness to seek, to pay attention to what's going on around you, to look at things differently. We want you in seeker mode. So asking those questions, identifying things that trigger you. How do you heal them? How do you come to terms with them and they become less of a trigger? Major Arcana, we have two cards that came out. We have the Emperor and the Moon card. And the Emperor talks about you learning to stand in your power. The Emperor's been to battle. He doesn't go to battle anymore unnecessarily. He's very strategic. And there's going to be things that are going to possibly be revealed. The moon can camouflage or hide or reveal. But in this case, I feel like it's an unveiling. It's a revealing of things to you. Things that maybe that have been a bit of a mystery. It also talks about balancing kind of like your logical mind with your spiritual or intuition. Coming from using those gifts in tandem. And the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit, which talks about going within, listening to your inner knowing, your light, taking that step at a time. And we have the Chariot, moving forward, following your North Star, being guided. We also have mediumship. For some of you, you actually have more abilities than you realize. Your gut reactions or gut instincts are very on. So be sure you're paying attention to those and be confident in those messages that you're giving. Sometimes when you get them, you initially start questioning it until you learn to trust it. And that's being encouraged. With the work you're going to be doing, be sure you find time for joy and happiness. This process is, although it is work, it's also life is meant to be experienced with joy. So don't forget to do something that makes you happy. But as you learn to let go of these fears, you learn to cut these cords, heal the traumas, it's freeing you. It's allowing you to move into a new phase, preparing you for a new phase. So one of the things that we have, I went to the surrender deck, surrender denial. There may be things, and she's blindfolded. She hasn't wanted to deal with, she hasn't wanted to confront, and you're being asked to do that. It says, accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. So, and make those decisions as to what is right for you. And when you surrender to spirit, you're allowing spirit to help guide you. You're tuning in through prayer, meditation, whatever that is for you. And it says once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal or a situation, it's time to turn it over to the divine, to release it. Let spirit work its magic for you. You don't need to keep mulling it over in your head or going over it anymore. Surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. So there are maybe things, it was what it was, you can't change it, it is done. Or there's things in the current, it's going to unfold the way it's meant to. You can't control it. Observe it, deal with it as best you can, and then let it go. Because harping on something over and over, mentally, whatever that is for you, it gets you nowhere and it's a waste of energy. And when you send that out, if you're pushing against it, the universal law of polarity says, oh, they want more of that. So you don't want more of that. And surrender frustration. Don't allow, it's happening for you, not to you. It's happening for your betterment. And it's helping to lead you to your soul's path, surrender to your soul's path. So that's an important thing, and it's hard. It doesn't come instantly. You have to kind of practice it, but you'll get there. Loyal heart. There may be someone who is really loyal to you that maybe can be a really good support or sounding board to you. They, or you to them. But I also get that spirit has seen your loyalty to yourself, to your family, to your friends, to your community, and that it is a noble quality that is looked well upon, and those that are loyal and try to be of service are rewarded. And then we have exchanging of gifts. So there may be some blessings that are coming in by you giving, you assisting, you get to receive towards the mid to end of October. We also have building blocks. So part of the reason you're dealing with some of this struggle or chaos or trauma, conflict, is because you're learning what works and did not work for you, to build new boundaries, to build a new foundation, new building blocks for what it is you want to create for yourself. And don't forget to breathe. Sometimes the stress of things, we start to shallow breathe. It's important that you take deep breaths and you help release that. It helps clear your energy, which is really important. Bottom of the deck, we have mending. So part of this process of you letting go of your fears, your triggers, the past, is healing and mending things. And it's creating a change in the wind. A change in the wind talks about change for yourself towards a new segment, a new beginning. Go the distance. Step at a time. You have what it takes to achieve this. And you're going to be coming towards the edge. The edge is that point, tipping point of where are you going to stay where you've been and allow things to continue not to work, or are you going to shift your thinking, make some small adjustments or changes so that you're able to pursue something new, create something new that's more in alignment with yourself. I'm also going to go to my keys to the 13 universal laws. It's one of 3 oracle decks I've designed. The links are below if you're interested in buying them. You don't have to have any special directions. You just shuffle them and either pull a card for like a thought for the day, or ask a question of what you want to maybe focus on, or let spirit have them pop out. But there are 13 universal laws, not 12. 13 being love, which governs everything. And let's see if there's any. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Key to this process is patience, right? Have patience with yourself. Key to justice. What is right for you? What is balanced for you? That's why you're releasing things, to make room for new things, and using your discernment to figure out what it is just, what is right for you. And then key to strategy. What are the strategies, steps you're going to take to create those changes, those new shifts for yourself? Key to partnership. You partnering with your higher self or your soul and the divine, God, source, oneness, whatever you want to call it, universe. And the key to the present. Focusing, letting go of the past, letting go of what was, and focusing on the here and now, and enjoying the here and now. So This reading's timeless. It's a general reading. It's meant for you to see it when you're meant to see it. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.